Have you ever wondered if something you're eating before bed could be silently threatening your health? After the age of 65, your body's ability to handle certain foods changes, and some of the common snacks and meals we enjoy in the evening could be putting us at risk. Thousands of seniors die each year from eating the wrong foods just hours before going to sleep. It's shocking, but it's true. What you consume before bed can have a direct impact on your heart, your blood pressure, and your overall health, while you're completely unaware. This video is about to reveal 8 dangerous foods that seniors should never consume before bedtime. These foods, including one that recently caused a 78-year-old to pass away in their sleep, are silently sabotaging your health every night. The best part? These life-threatening risks are completely avoidable once you know what to avoid. By the end of this video, you'll understand the real connection between your nightly eating habits and life-threatening health events like heart attacks, strokes, and dangerous blood pressure spikes. We'll walk through each of the foods you need to steer clear of, why they're so harmful, and, most importantly, what simple, healthy swaps you can make to protect yourself. The information you're about to hear could save your life, so don't let another night go by without knowing what's happening to your body while you sleep. Stay with me for the next few minutes. You won't regret it. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. Food 1. Processed cheese and high-sodium dairy. Could that innocent, mouth-watering slice of cheese you crave every evening be putting your life in jeopardy? I know it's hard to believe, but that comforting snack of processed cheese on your crackers could be more dangerous than you realize. Many of us reach for that familiar, easy bite without thinking twice. After all, it's just a snack, right? But what if I told you that your beloved cheese snack could be setting you up for a potential midnight emergency? The reality is far more terrifying than we might want to admit. Experts from the American Heart Association have warned that consuming processed cheese, especially late at night, could cause dangerous fluid retention and lead to spikes in your blood pressure while you sleep. Dr. Richard Stein, a leading cardiologist, explains that the lethal combination of sodium and saturated fats in processed cheese creates a perfect storm in your body. It's a situation where your health is slowly being compromised while you're in the one place you should feel safest, your bed. At night, when the body's natural blood pressure regulation isn't functioning at its peak, these unhealthy components can lead to catastrophic results. I'll never forget hearing about Elizabeth, a 67-year-old retired teacher from Oregon. Imagine her surprise when, for weeks, she suffered from severe breathing difficulties during the night, gasping for air at 2 a.m. Like many of us, Elizabeth had no idea that her nightly cheese and cracker ritual was to blame. She felt helpless, like something sinister was happening in her body. Her doctors were stumped, searching for answers. But when they uncovered the root cause, the fluid buildup in her lungs, caused by the sodium-packed snack, everything changed. After just 2 weeks of eliminating that seemingly harmless evening treat, Elizabeth's health dramatically improved. Her blood pressure readings returned to normal, and those terrifying midnight struggles stopped completely. Can you imagine the relief she must have felt? The truth is that a slice of processed cheese is not worth risking your health, your very life for. Do you want to jeopardize everything you've worked so hard for, just for a momentary snack? It's time to rethink your choices. Instead of reaching for that processed cheese, choose a healthier alternative. How about a small handful of unsalted nuts or a single slice of fresh, low-sodium mozzarella? Your heart will thank you in the morning when you wake up feeling better, breathing easier, and knowing you've made a choice that could save your life. Your health is priceless. How much is your life worth? Surely, it's worth more than that slice of processed cheese. Food 2. High-sugar cereals and desserts. That seemingly innocent bowl of sugary cereal or the cookie you crave before bed could be silently wreaking havoc on your body in ways you might not even realize. Every night, many of us gamble with our health by indulging in these sweet treats, unaware of the dangerous effects they have while we sleep. Imagine this. While you're dreaming, your body is struggling with blood sugar fluctuations that could be as harmful as they are unpredictable. It's terrifying to think about, but the research from the Mayo Clinic Sleep Center reveals a chilling truth. Sugar before bedtime triggers dramatic blood sugar spikes and crashes that can cause heart palpitations and even raise the risk of a stroke, particularly in those over the age of 65. Dr. Varen Summers, a respected leader in sleep research at Mayo Clinic, points out that seniors are already most vulnerable to cardiac events during the night. This time of day is when their hearts are at their weakest, and the last thing they need is the added burden of blood sugar spikes from sugary snacks that cause even more stress on their bodies. It's a terrifying thought, isn't it? Imagine adding that kind of stress to an already fragile heart. This is exactly what happened to Raymond, a 71-year-old man from Florida. 4 years, he'd enjoy his ritual, a bowl of sweetened cereal right before bed. What he didn't know was that his innocent bedtime habit was putting him at grave risk. Raymond's doctor was the one who uncovered the truth. His blood sugar was plummeting dangerously low around 3 a.m. every night, creating stress that could have easily led to a heart attack. The data from the continuous glucose monitor he wore was truly eye-opening. His blood sugar would soar to diabetic levels within an hour of his sweetened snack, only to then drop to critically low levels during his deep sleep, a dangerously unstable cycle that was silently threatening his life. "I had no idea I was creating a nightly cardiac risk with my bedtime habit," Raymond admitted, his voice filled with regret, after his cardiologist stepped in. His story is a painful reminder of how something as simple as a sugary treat can put your heart and life in jeopardy. So why take that chance? Why gamble with your health for a momentary sugar rush when it could cost you everything? Instead of putting yourself in harm's way, why not try a small apple with a teaspoon of almond butter? This simple, healthy swap provides a steady, stable energy boost without causing those wild glucose spikes and crashes. I urge you, don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until you're facing the same consequences as Raymond. Ask yourself, is that cookie worth risking your health for? I know my answer. It's not worth it. Your life is too precious to put in jeopardy over a fleeting sweet moment. Food 3. Processed meats. This is the one that could be lurking in your fridge right now, silent and deadly. Processed meats like bacon, salami, and hot dogs, though seemingly harmless, are directly linked to nighttime heart attacks in seniors. Yet, millions of people, often without even thinking twice, consume them regularly, especially before bed. How many times have you reached for that late-night snack, without knowing just how dangerous it might be? It's a reality that's hard to face, but if we truly care about our health and the ones we love, we must. Cardiologists at the renowned Johns Hopkins Medicine have sounded the alarm, pointing to nitrate-rich processed meats as a major culprit behind these frightening midnight heart attacks. Sodium, nitrates, and preservatives combine to form a deadly concoction, one that wreaks havoc on our cardiovascular system, especially while we sleep, when our bodies are meant to be in rest and repair mode. This deadly combination sets the stage for a heart attack when the body's defenses are at their weakest, making the night the most dangerous time to indulge in these foods. Could this be the very thing in your refrigerator right now, silently waiting to cause irreversible harm? If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Dr. Michael Miller, a leading expert and director at the Center for Preventive Cardiology at the University of Maryland Medical Center, has been outspoken about the perils of these processed meats. He explains that nitrates found in these foods convert into nitrosamines in the body, compounds that cause an incredible amount of stress and inflammation on the heart and blood vessels. These substances trigger a storm of oxidative stress, which peaks while we sleep, and that's when the heart attack often strikes. It's the kind of danger that you can't see or feel until it's too late. Take, for example, Thomas, a man who thought he was just enjoying a small indulgence. He was 78 years old, healthy in his own eyes, and regularly snacked on sliced salami while watching the evening news. His family never thought twice about it. But after his tragic midnight heart attack, an autopsy revealed what no one ever imagined: high nitrate levels from his processed meat consumption. The medical examiner confirmed that his beloved evening salami was the primary trigger of his fatal heart attack. How much would Thomas have given to know this simple but life-saving piece of information before it was too late? This isn't just some distant, abstract risk. It could be you. It could be any of us, unknowingly walking right into the very danger that we've been warned about. If you, like so many others, enjoy a late-night snack, I urge you to make a change tonight. Instead of processed meats, which can quietly do irreparable damage, opt for a small, healthy portion of plain, unseasoned baked chicken or a hard-boiled egg. These simple, straightforward foods will still give you the protein you crave, but with none of the dangerous side effects. A small switch like this could truly be a lifesaver, not just for tonight, but for many more nights to come. Why gamble with your health when the stakes are this high? There's no reason to take the risk. Clear out those processed meats from your fridge right now, before they take the chance to take you. The truth is, we're not invincible. Our hearts deserve better, and so do we. Make the change today, for you, for your family, and for your future. Food 4. Spicy foods. Do you love spicy foods, the kind that set your taste buds on fire and leave you craving more? While those fiery bites may seem like a thrill at the time, they could be silently putting your health in jeopardy, especially at night. The truth is, the science behind spicy foods and their effects on your body could lead to something much worse than just a burn in your mouth. The consequences are far more dangerous, particularly if you're enjoying them before bed. That favorite hot sauce of yours might be setting the stage for a terrifying health emergency in the dead of night. Recent studies have shown that consuming spicy foods late in the day, particularly right before lying down, can trigger severe acid reflux, which can feel eerily similar to a heart attack. Imagine waking up suddenly, gasping for air, your chest tight, and the crushing pain of a heart attack gripping you. For some, this can even lead to real heart problems. Experts, including gastroenterologists from the National Institute of Aging, have documented how spicy foods cause a painful and potentially dangerous surge in acid reflux, which can cause symptoms that mimic a heart attack. And in some tragic cases, it has even been linked to actual cardiac events due to the stimulation of the vagus nerve. It's terrifying, isn't it? Dr. Anil Rusky, a respected expert and the chief of gastroenterology at Columbia University, cautions that the inflammatory response triggered by spicy foods creates a chain reaction in the body. This stress builds up and peaks while we're sleeping, especially when we're lying down in a recumbent position. During sleep, the body is already vulnerable, and this creates the perfect storm for both acid reflux and unnecessary strain on the heart. It's the kind of situation where you should be peacefully resting, but instead, you could be setting yourself up for a nighttime nightmare. I can't help but feel for people like Patricia, a 68-year-old woman from Arizona, who experienced a frightening and life-changing health scare. She was woken from her sleep at 2 a.m. with severe chest pain and an inability to breathe. She thought she was having a heart attack, and in a panic, her husband dialed 911. But, as terrifying as it was, the cause was severe acid reflux, not a heart attack. Still, Patricia's doctor warned her that such intense inflammation could one day trigger an actual heart problem, placing an even heavier strain on her already vulnerable heart. I never connected my love of spicy food with my nighttime health scares until my doctor explained the relationship, Patricia says, reflecting on the shocking reality that she never saw coming. It's a heartbreaking reminder of how something as innocent as our food choices can unknowingly sabotage our well-being, especially when we don't understand the risks. If you've ever experienced anything like Patricia or simply want to avoid such a terrifying situation, it's time to take control. Switch to milder, non-irritating foods, especially in the hours leading up to bedtime. Give your body the best chance for peaceful rest. If you're someone who can't live without flavor, there are better alternatives. Herbs like basil or oregano can add a wonderful depth to your meals without the risks of spicy ingredients. Do yourself a favor and make this change immediately. Ask yourself, is that spicy dish truly worth the risk of spending hours in the emergency room, or worse, facing the possibility of never waking up again? Taking care of yourself is not just about making the right choices for the moment. It's about protecting your health for the long haul. It's time to prioritize your well-being and make choices that support a healthy, safe life. Don't wait for the wake-up call to arrive in the form of a midnight emergency. Your heart and your life are worth more than that extra dash of heat. Food 5. Alcoholic beverages. That seemingly harmless nightcap you indulge in could be unknowingly setting you up for a perilous night filled with interrupted breathing and immense strain on your heart. Have you ever paused to ask yourself if this small, everyday ritual is worth the risk? The truth is, every evening you indulge in that drink, you might be gambling with your health in ways you can't even imagine. Sleep specialists at the Stanford Sleep Medicine Center have uncovered a disturbing fact. Alcohol before bedtime can cause a drastic reduction in oxygen saturation by up to 15% during the crucial deep sleep stages in seniors. This forced decrease in oxygen means your heart is working harder, fighting to keep you alive, all while the risk of stroke steadily rises. Dr. Raphael Pilo, a clinical professor at the Stanford Sleep Medicine Center, offers a chilling explanation. He points out that alcohol causes the throat muscles to relax more than they should during sleep, leading to partial airway collapse and a severe drop in oxygen levels, especially dangerous for older adults. In simpler terms, every night that you drink, your heart is struggling, and you're unknowingly putting it through an exhausting battle. Howard, a 73-year-old retired accountant, shares his eye-opening experience. He used to enjoy 2 glasses of wine every evening, considering it a simple, harmless way to unwind. But when he underwent a sleep study, he was shocked to discover that his sleep apnea worsened threefold on nights he drank alcohol. The sleep study results shocked me, Howard admits. My oxygen levels dropped to dangerously low levels dozens of times every hour after having alcohol before bed. It was terrifying to realize how much damage I was doing to my body without even knowing it. His cardiologist delivered a stern warning, "You're gambling with your life every night." I had no idea my evening ritual was putting such strain on my heart, Howard reflects, clearly still shaken by the gravity of his realization. It's heartbreaking to think that so many of us are unknowingly sabotaging our health, believing our harmless habits are just part of the evening routine. But it doesn't have to be this way. Consider making a change that could drastically improve your well-being tonight. Instead of that glass of wine, why not opt for something far more gentle and healing, like tart cherry juice or chamomile tea? Both of these natural alternatives have been proven to promote deep, restful sleep without putting your heart under strain. We all deserve this protection. Our bodies deserve this kindness. Why risk not waking up tomorrow for the sake of that fleeting moment of pleasure tonight? When you pause to truly reflect, ask yourself, is that glass of wine worth sacrificing your health for? Is it worth the toll it's taking on your heart and your life? Food 6. Caffeinated foods and beverages. Have you ever wondered if that indulgent piece of chocolate or comforting cup of coffee after dinner could be silently causing havoc on your heart long after you've gone to sleep? It may seem harmless, but the truth is, those evening treats might be doing more damage than you realize. They could still be affecting your cardiovascular health at 3 a.m., long after you've drifted off. The consequences of this are much more serious than many people think. Research from the renowned Harvard Medical School Sleep Laboratory shows that consuming caffeine, even as far as 6 hours before bedtime, can lead to higher blood pressure and irregular heart rate while you sleep. For older adults, this could set the stage for potentially life-threatening cardiac events, making something as innocent as a late-night snack far more dangerous than we've been led to believe. Dr. Charles Chisler, the chief of sleep medicine at Brigham and Women's Hospital, warns that caffeine has a half-life of 5 to 7 hours. This means that even after you think your evening cup of coffee has worn off, 50% of that caffeine is still active in your bloodstream, causing a significant impact on your heart's function during the most vulnerable hours of your night. Imagine the silent toll this is taking on your body while you're completely unaware, lying in the comfort of your bed. Meredith, a 70-year-old woman from Washington, had been dealing with restless nights and unexplained heart palpitations for some time before she realized the cause. "I would wake up with my heart racing at 2 a.m. almost every night," she says, her voice reflecting the frustration and fear that once consumed her. "I never connected it to the chocolate I enjoyed after dinner." The shock of discovering that something as simple as a piece of dark chocolate was disrupting her heart's rhythm was eye-opening. But after eliminating this seemingly harmless habit, she found relief within just a week. Her heart returned to a normal rhythm, and the constant anxiety she felt before bed melted away. "I had no idea something so small could impact my heart so dramatically," she admits, reflecting on how such a minor change had such a profound effect. The truth is, we often overlook the powerful, lasting effects of our daily choices. Could that delicious chocolate bar or that late-night coffee be worth risking a potential cardiac emergency in the middle of the night? I don't think so. The good news is that a simple change, like switching to naturally caffeine-free herbal teas or enjoying a small banana, which contains natural compounds to promote healthy sleep, can make all the difference. It's easy, it's effective, and it could prevent an unexpected midnight crisis that no one wants to face. Don't wait until it's too late. Make that small, yet incredibly impactful change tonight. Your heart will thank you. Food 7. High-fat fried foods. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Those crispy, golden fried delights you love to indulge in at night? They may seem harmless, even comforting, but they're secretly putting your heart under immense strain while you sleep. It's like a ticking time bomb inside your chest. Silent, sneaky, but deadly. What you choose to eat for dinner could be the very thing that puts you at risk for a midnight disaster. According to groundbreaking research from the Cleveland Clinic, eating fried foods before bed can increase inflammatory markers by up to a staggering 25% during the night. This surge in inflammation creates the perfect storm for plaque rupture and heart attacks while you're blissfully unaware, in the deep sleep you so desperately crave. Dr. Stephen Neeson, a leading expert and chairman of cardiovascular medicine at the Cleveland Clinic, sheds light on this shocking truth. He explains that when you consume fried foods, your body experiences a surge of lipids that trigger an inflammatory response. Unfortunately, this response peaks during the NIG-T, exactly when your body's natural anti-inflammatory defenses are at their lowest. It's as if your body is defenseless, leaving you vulnerable to something as catastrophic as a heart attack. Can you imagine? Take, for example, Gregory, a seemingly healthy 69-year-old man from Texas. After enjoying a plate of fried chicken for dinner, he went to bed like any other night. He had no history of heart problems. But by midnight, his heart stopped, and he found himself fighting for his life. "I never thought something as simple as dinner could cause this," he says. The doctors confirmed that the fried food he had consumed triggered the event. It happened during his deepest, most vulnerable phase of sleep. That's the terrifying reality we all face when we make poor choices about what we eat, without realizing the toll it takes on our bodies. Gregory's cardiologist told him just how fortunate he was to have survived an event that claims many lives, particularly among older adults. He looks back now, shaken but wiser, and says, "Now I know that what I eat for dinner could kill me while I sleep." It's a stark, sobering truth we can't afford to ignore. So, tonight, make a different choice. Instead of indulging in greasy fried foods, opt for something baked or steamed. If you crave something crispy, there are healthier alternatives, like air-popped popcorn with just a pinch of salt. You owe it to your body, to your loved ones, to protect your heart and your future. Is that momentary pleasure from fried chicken worth the possibility of never seeing your grandchildren again? You have the power to choose. Make the smarter, safer choice tonight. The stakes couldn't be higher. Food 8. High-sodium packaged snacks. Imagine this. You're enjoying a quiet evening at home, settling into bed with a convenient snack like chips or crackers, thinking it's just a harmless treat before drifting off to sleep. But here's the gut-wrenching truth. Those seemingly innocent packaged snacks in your pantry could be setting you up for a potentially life-threatening health crisis as you sleep. Yes, every single bite of those quick and easy snacks could be putting your health at risk, especially if consumed close to bedtime. It's a harsh reality that many of us may not even consider. The very snacks we reach for out of convenience may be silently threatening our well-being. Research from the esteemed American College of Cardiology has revealed something incredibly unsettling. Consuming high-sodium snacks within just 3 hours of bedtime can cause your nighttime blood pressure to soar by up to 15 points. That's right, a 15-point spike that puts seniors, like you or your loved ones, in grave danger, significantly raising the risk of stroke while you sleep. How terrifying is that? You could be lying in bed, unaware, while your body is fighting against the odds in the most vulnerable hours of the night. Dr. Wilbert Arono, a respected geriatric cardiologist and professor of medicine, has shed light on an alarming fact. Our blood pressure regulation is already most fragile during the nighttime hours. When you add a heavy load of sodium before bed, it's like flipping a switch that dramatically amplifies the chances of suffering a stroke or heart attack while you sleep. We tend to think of sleep as our time to recharge, to rest, but for seniors, it could also be when our bodies are most at risk. Take Deborah, a 75-year-old woman from Illinois, who had no idea that her nightly habit of enjoying a few crackers before bed could be doing so much harm. She thought it was a harmless, comforting routine. That is, until her blood pressure monitoring revealed terrifying spikes in the early hours of the morning. Surges that were putting her at risk of a stroke while she slept. "My doctor was alarmed when he saw the readings," Deborah recalls with a sense of disbelief. "My blood pressure would surge to stroke levels between 2 and 4 a.m. It was terrifying." It wasn't until Deborah stopped this simple but risky habit that she saw a complete turnaround. Within just days of eliminating those high-sodium snacks, her blood pressure stabilized, and the danger passed. She had no idea that a simple, seemingly innocent snack was jeopardizing her life every single night. This revelation didn't just shock her, it changed her life, and it could change yours too. If you're someone who relies on those crunchy, packaged snacks as part of your nighttime routine, it's time to pause and rethink. There are better alternatives that could save your life. Swap those high-sodium treats for something healthier, like fresh cucumber slices or unsalted, air-popped popcorn. These simple, natural foods will give you the satisfying crunch you crave without the health risks. It's a small change, but one that could make all the difference. A change that could prevent a stroke and ensure you wake up to another day of health, vitality, and peace of mind. Ask yourself, is the convenience of that packaged snack worth risking a stroke in your sleep? Don't wait until it's too late. Take action now, make that change today, and protect yourself from a potential disaster while you sleep. Your health is priceless, and it's worth every effort to safeguard it. As we wrap up today's video, I hope you've gained valuable insight into just how simple lifestyle changes, like avoiding high-sodium snacks before bed, can make a world of difference in your health. What have you learned from today's discussion? How are you planning to apply this newfound knowledge to protect yourself or your loved ones? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and share one thing you've learned today that you're committed to putting into practice. If you enjoyed this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more health tips and life-changing advice. Take care, stay safe, and let's continue making healthy choices together.